midst of life. We are in the midst of death. A truer word was never said. Mr. Antrobus is a very fine man, an excellent husband and father, a pillar of the church, and has all the best interests of the community at heart. Of course, every muscle goes tight every time he passes a policeman, but I think that there are some charges that ought not to be made. And I think I may add, ought not to be allowed to be made. We're all human. Who isn't? Mrs. Antrobus is as fine a woman as you could hope to see. She lives only for her children, and if it would be any benefit to her children, she'd see the rest of us stretched out dead at her feet without turning a hair. That's the truth. And if you want to know any more about Mrs. Antrobus, go and look at a tigress, and look hard. As for the children, well, Henry Antrobus is a real clean-cut, fine boy. He'll graduate high school one of these days, if they make the alphabet any easier. Henry, when he has a stone in his hand, has perfect aim. He can hit anything from a bird to an older brother. Oops, I wasn't meant to say that, but it certainly was an unfortunate occasion, and it was very hard getting the police out of the house. Mrs. Antrobus and Mr. Antrobus's daughter is named Gladys. She'll make some good man a good wife someday, if he'll only just jump off the movie screen and ask her. So, here we are. We've managed to survive, hot and cold, for some time now. The catch as catch can, fat and the lean, and if the dinosaurs don't trample our garden, and if the grasshoppers don't eat it up, we'll live to see better days, knock on wood. Each new child that's born to the Antrobuses seems to be sufficient reason for the whole universe is being set in motion. And each new child that dies seems to them have been spared a whole world of sorrow, and what the end of it is very much an open question. We've read it along hot and cold for some time now, and my advice to you is not to inquire why or whither, but to enjoy your ice cream while it's on your plate. That's my philosophy. Don't forget that a few years ago we came through the depression by the skin of our teeth. One more tight squeeze like that, and where will we be? Don't forget that a few years ago we came through the depression by the skin of our teeth. One more tight squeeze like that, and where will we be? 6 o'clock and the mouse not home yet. They're got a serious half day and probably hasn't ever. If anything happened to him, we certainly ought to be inconsolable. We'll have to move to a lesser type of residence district. But I'm not surprised. The whole world's at 6 and 7 and by the house hasn't fallen down by the ears long ago. It's a miracle to me. Don't forget that a few years ago we came through the depression by the skin of our teeth. One more tight squeeze like that, and where will we be?
Christiana, make something up.
It certainly is a fine American household, and, well, we're all very happy. Oh, I can't invent any words for this play, and I'm glad I can't. I hate this play, and I hate every word in it. As for me, I don't understand a word of it anyways. All about the troubles the human race has gone through. There's a subject for you. Besides, the author hasn't made up his silly mind as to whether we're living back in Gainesville, New Jersey today, and that's the way it is all the way through. Why can't we have plays like we used to have? Grapes of Wrath, Our Town, and Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. That's taboo. Okay. With good entertainment and a message you can take home with you. I've lived up in my room for 2 years now, living on nothing but sandwiches and a cup of tea a day, waiting for better times in the theater. And look at me now. I have played Tessie in the lottery. God in heaven.
Christiana.
All right, I'll say the lines, but I won't believe in them. Don't forget that a few years ago we came through the depression with the skin of our teeth. One more tight squeeze like that, and where will we be?